You already know what time it is. The Get Righteous Podcast, Episode 2. Let's get it. Yes, sir. Episode 2. We back at it. Cuz let's get Cuz up in here. Get this thing jumping. Yeah, wait for Zito to pop on. Today's episode, we'll be talking about relationships. The second half, we'll be talking about whitewashing and its effect on the black people today. Okay. Zito, you in here. There you go. Alright, get up on in here. In here. Let's go. Let's get it. Okay, next.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we in here. Episode 2. I introduced him. Go ahead.
Buddy, what's the word? Are we green today, huh?
Oh. Green.
Incredible hokey.
Same cut, but we chilling. You know how it's going down. How's everything though? How was the week? How's everything going?
I mean, I can't complain at all. Progress is progress. I take it how it comes. You know, I don't bicker about it, whatever the case may be. You know, every step forward is a good step.
Oh, thanks. Always.
What's the word with you?
Man, you know, same old. Like you said, man. It's nothing but planning, moving forward, progress. Every step forward is, great. Week, and weekend planned out real good. So, other than that, ready to go into this week with new things. You know what I mean? Right on this podcast tonight with the people, with the folks, And, other than that, ready for the spring and summer, man. Well, spring is here, but ready for ready to get into the summer, man, and get into some things. Birdie, what's goody? My guy, was good? You jumping in? What's up? Jumping on the panel? You got us tonight? What's up? Relationships, the effects, whitewashing, what's goody? In the building, what's good?
Spicy. It's gonna be spicy. It's gonna be spicy.
Hey, let's get it going.
And we just let's pay our bills. And welcome everybody to the Get Righteous Podcast, obviously sponsored by Blazing That 420 Medicals LLC, DC Marketing LLC. Hit them with your shit.
Yes. And you already know that Blazing 420, we in the building. And y'all already know what time it is, man. But how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What's going on with the people? What's going on with my people? What's the thing? What's goody? How y'all feeling out there? What y'all want to get on? What subjects we going on?
Mm-hmm.
You already know, man. It's the the beginning of winning. You know what time it is. You know what I mean?
Oh man, listen, shit, Birdie.
So, was there any questions? Anything for the night? How you want to start it off with? Which one you want to start it off with? Still got a little bit of time. You know what I mean?
I had a couple questions come in the good old DM that we could hit first. The first one is a very simple one, and I believe it's geared more towards you. Folks want to know exactly what your business entails.
As far as which one, the clothing,
And the customs.
sneakers, either one. I mean, the clothing. If you follow me and know what I'm about, of course, it's comedic. We usually wear, so I got to do with my spirituality, my people. So even to rock the gear, you don't have to be into that, but rocking my gear, you will look into it because rocking the symbols and things like that, it it
Right.
definitely draw you to find out what it's about. And as far as the customs is either way. We can do logos, we could do clothing, and we definitely doing the sneakers now. So we doing the sneakers, we doing the custom, the paints, however y'all want to flavor it up. Y'all get at me, y'all DM me, y'all hit me up, and then we just go from there. It's all about creating, so it's all really on you. And then if you tell me to go ahead and create, then you give me the opportunity to do what I do. Then I go in and go, and do what I do. So, yeah, as far as that, Kemetic, we usually clothing. Got to do with my spirituality, good energy, great vibes. None of this got to do with nothing crazy and nothing like that. Um, and other than that, yeah, in the customs, like I said, man, that's the sneakers. That's however you want it. Sneakers, logos, uh, shoot, Z don't know. Shoot, you got the market and joint. You already know what it is. So whatever they want custom, however they look, however they need it, however y'all want it, we do it. Just like we said last time on the first episode. You know what I'm saying? So just you know, that's what it is. 100.
Absolutely. I think it's for me, it's super dope to see, you take this route because if people don't know who you are, you know, um, they going to find out just how creative you actually are because you've always been that. You've always been a creative, whether it's been music, whether it's been on the court, whether it's been pretty much anything that you've touched. So for you to actually parlay this into a business, and go the custom route, go the clothing route, and everything like that, because you've always paid attention to what people were wearing, what was hot, what wasn't, making your own, literally, like blazing your own path,
Right.
like, because you really never rock stuff like everybody rocked. You always styled your shit to make it fit you. You know what I'm saying? Always an original. So for me, I'm just proud of you. You feel me? If nobody told you, nigga, I'm proud of you. So,
Appreciate always is my guy. Definitely, man. Love,
or
love, and that's the Kings. They rocking. They got my Heru mask on. They at the door. What's up? Like, I think they coming through. They would have been on the podcast, but like I was saying, man, definitely appreciate it. Always, always the good vibes. That's always been between us.
yeah,
No matter what. You know what I mean? Rocky times, good times. Always there. Lift each other up. You know what I mean? Keep each other motivated. And as you said, like it took time. It took time too. You know what I mean? It took some different moments, some dark moments going here, running into a couple brick walls, you know what I'm saying? To sit back and really, like you said, to think about what's you. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? That's what you gotta that's what you gotta do. You gotta sit back and think about what's for you. You know what I'm
right,
saying? For you, what's going what I mean, have you motivated, uh when you wake up, get you pushing, get you going, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta attack that route and make sure it's something that you love. So this is definitely something, I'm into, something I love, something I'm passionate about, and being creative, as you said, that's always been, a thing of the one too. So yeah,
yep,
that's definitely what it's about. Being
always,
being able to just, go look, get wild, go wild, you know what I mean? Be creative, do what you do. Thanks, thanks.
absolutely, definitely. The next question that we have kind of goes to both of us, and the question is, what's y'all's motivation?
You can go.
Oh, I mean, shit. Even in the first episode, I touched on it. My motivation, is it's always family based. It's always everybody who's connected to me. It doesn't matter how near or how far they are. It's always a connect, building something that you know my little niece, my little nephews, and godsons all across the board. Eventually my kids, my wife. And while my parents is here and everything like that, so folks can
Keep going, Z. Don't keep
still
going.
have something tangible, that I built from the ground up, and something that's going to stand for the future. So That's my biggest motivation in doing what I do. So I can't stress that enough. Your why is your everything. Why you get up and do something, why you keep pushing, why you keep going even in the face of failure and people telling you no and losing friends and losing this and losing that. You know, like your why is why you keep pushing. And my why is literally no greater than everything that's attached to me. So, like I said, family, kids,
Back in. So
being,
yeah,
being,
so
being a big unk,
facts. Nah,
things like that. So that's my biggest motivation.
and that's the same, man. I got three boys, three princes, three little kings to raise up. Lady, moms, sisters, family. It's always family. If you in the circle with me, that's cousin, sister, friend, or whatever it is. If you're in the circle, you family, and it's
Facts.
about building that empire, man, and everybody being able to get right, uh, eat well, and right now, my number one thing right now is getting people to think more about owning. And even though you think about it, but you think house, you think about, oh, let me get a house, or let me get this, let me get that. Like, get into land, get some land, own some land. You own the land, you own the property, then you do what you want on it. And then
Yes, sir.
what that you sign your name on it, you keep that, and then running your family. You just always sign for whoever got it next, that they can never sell it. You know what I'm saying? So we got to start doing that. That's what part of something else, but still, it's a motivation. It is a key thing to what's going on now, what's going on around in the world, and especially for us, for our people. When I speak for my people, of course, African Kemetic, black people, whatever you want to say. You know what I'm saying? It's all about gaining and uh, and getting hours. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take hours. We gotta get together and go get hours. Like, what I'm saying. So that's my biggest motivations right now is just being in position to be able to build for whoever with me. And
Absolutely.
that's really
I
it.
definitely dig it.
Hi
And
Queen, how you doing today?
word
Already know.
lessons. The another piece for me is, especially being here up top in Jersey, coming from where we come from. It's dominated by the old guard, and I constantly get hit up in the DMs like, yo, I am thankful that you're out here. Literally, like, I see the content that you put out. I see how much of our culture you literally incorporate into your work, into your content, everything like that. And we appreciate it. And when I get messages like that, that just lets me know that I'm doing the right thing. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Because in the marketing space, especially up here, like I said, it's all old guard. It's all, predominantly white and everything like that. And nobody is really out here doing it the way I'm doing it, the way we're doing it. So to carve this space and to do it and to be rubbing elbows and coming into contact with the heavy hitters that's been in place for a while. That's I love it.
100, 100, and that's it. Look, and that's facts. Um, yeah, yeah, that's 100, man. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts.
Absolutely. That's all I got for questions though.
Yes, definitely, definitely, all is well. That's all we got for the questions. So, if anybody want to go in, what y'all want to start off with the subjects?
Go get
You want to jump in? We'll pull you up in. You know what I mean? You can talk about anything on it. Bring up the subjects, Zito. If they want to put in the comments what they want to talk about first.
the subject. Well, the first subject is mental health and relationships and how it affects everybody and everything around you. That is the first topic.
Ooh. So you said the relationships, how it affects you, and everybody
Health,
else.
mental health and relationships and how it affects everybody and everything around you.
Okay. Do we got any people that want to jump on? Anybody jump in? Start it off. Anybody in the comments? Go ahead. Y'all want to kick it off?
I'm
Let us go.
here. I'm ready. I want to hear
See,
everybody's.
if you got something, if you want to start it,
No, I do.
it off, that was good.
I came ready to go.
Facts, facts.
You
Boy,
know, Lord
Killers, you already know in the building.
said it keeps buffering. You might have to back out and
Yeah, back
re.
out and come back in. On my end, it's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty good. You're not buffering or nothing on my end. You're not moving crazy. Am I on your end?
Yeah, I'm clean over here.
Yeah, pretty clean over here. So yeah, try to go out and come back in and let us know, Queen, and we'll add you in.
Right. Yeah. I was I was reading a couple things and just and prepping for something like that. Oh, here we go. It's not one sided, really though.
Let me see.
I'm reading the comments.
It's not one sided.
Oh,
All
it's
right.
one sided.
Okay, what's one sided? All right.
Nah,
Go ahead. What we
that,
talking about? What we
like
talking about?
that's she's talking about between me and her.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, but nah, when it comes to this, when it comes to mental health, I guess I'll take the first swing at it. When it comes to mental health, I'm a big advocate for it. We all know this. I post about it all the time, talk about it all the time.
Right.
In relationships, I feel as if it's something that not needs to be put on a pedestal, but it needs to be something that's focused on greatly. Um, because when you enter into a relationship, obviously, you're both bringing your baggage, whether it's good or bad baggage. Um, Acceptance is key, true indeed, but you never want it to be a place of you accepting things and wrongdoings and things of that nature to your own detriment. Um, when it comes to mental health, it one needs to take care of the other. Like they say, iron sharpens iron, like man sharpens man. That goes for the ladies as well.
Right.
So if you're not taking care of each other's mental health, 9 times out of 10, your relationship isn't going to stick.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be chaotic and crazy. Right. Right.
Now the reason why we have mental health issues in our relationships, it can be from past trauma or it can be from trauma within the relationship. So we have to be extra cautious of what's moving and what's shaking in our own relationships. You understand? If we're doing things to our partner's detriment, if we're doing things that upset them, if we're doing things that don't make them feel solid mentally, you
So
feel
I'm so
me?
sorry.
Good, my guy. Um, it's especially from the male standpoint. Um, I'm from the cloth of, I believe, in empowering our mate, empowering our women. You understand?
Right.
Uh,
Facts.
for all of that tearing down, controlling, and being hella divisive, and everything like that. I'm with that shit.
Right.
You Um, I believe our women are to be nurtured because at the end of the day, these are the women that we choose to. If it gets that serious, these are the people we choose to have kids with, and all
Right.
of that trauma is transferred. You understand? So
Right.
at the end of the day, you got to ask your question: do you want to be the catalyst for the trauma that you transferred through your female into your seed? Just to kick things off. So, go ahead. I yield my time to the gentleman up top.
Okay. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Anything? Any comments on that? Anybody in the you know in the comments and yo in the want to go ahead and say something if you want to
Yes,
jump
man.
on.
I agree 1000%.
Especially
You
the females out there, because you see it's two males on here, and of course I'm gonna have my say.
facts.
Facts, and that's number one, and to touch on some things, that's on all the on a few of the bases, especially with the mental health thing, man. If you with somebody and it's tearing you down and breaking you down, you got to learn that you're not here to be stuck to no one. So you gotta, if if that situation is not what it is and can't be what it is, like you can't sit and talk and nurture each other and work throughout things, talk about things without, somebody pointing the finger and all that without being open with each other. That's another thing too. We gotta stop trying to push the relationship because of that past love, or like you said, because of things that were good in the relationship at certain times, and sometimes we gotta, let it be known, or we have to know inside that look, this shit is over with, and I gotta go, where I'm gonna be good at. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Go where somebody gonna take care of you at. So you gotta understand too, not to break yourself down mentally by
Yeah.
trying to stick with somebody that's not ready to get themselves right mentally. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
so that's a big thing too. But as far as the 50-50 thing, if I got you, you got me. That's the only way to get something 100%. You know what I mean? And get something to work 1,000%. Especially if you're talking about the kids, the marriage. You know what I mean? The things like that. And another thing too, if you are getting our relationships, you know what I mean, relationship in, we got to learn to take that time to heal, take that time to get yourself together, because you don't want to bring in that
Right.
shit from the past. You know what I'm saying? You want to come in clean, you want to come in smooth, you want to come in good. This is new. Let's start fresh. You know what I'm saying? So whatever little knickknacks is happening now, we work that shit out together. You know what I'm saying? Nothing get big, nothing get held in. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we don't hold nothing in. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, you want to get on? Somebody, oh, there we go. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's just a few things, to drop down.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Okay.
There we go.
Yes, we in here. We in here. Yes, 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 yes. So yeah, touching down, touching.
what's going on? I'm tripping, first of all, because we literally grew up together. So I want to call you by what we grew up together. Okay, so that's like I'm like so close to the J and J and the B.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
like it's
Right.
real close.
Already know either way.
Word.
Wait, please.
Yeah, I almost hit you with the BBJJ, so I had to calm it down for a second.
Right.
Good.
But yeah, to your topic, mental health in relationships, my God, it is super important. I know for myself, growing up in a single parent household. One of the things that was so crucial is I didn't know how to be a wife.
Mm.
Growing up with siblings and being the oldest, you kind of know how to be a mom, but you don't know how to be a wife. And that's one of the things that I felt was extremely detrimental to myself and my husband in the beginning of our relationship. Well, not at the beginning of our relationship, but we had children and we became that family unit. That's when it was like, okay, we're moving into a different level in our relationship. So at every turn, actually every turn, but I was very good for like, you ain't shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you a bum, you ain't, even though he's staying home with the children while I'm working, I still felt the need to make sure that he wasn't shit and make sure I told him he wasn't shit. And so it came, it after so many, this has pretty much happened after my son was born. So it's about 2008, 9. So after it legitimately came to a head, like he was like, listen, okay, like you ain't gonna talk to me like that no more. You ain't gonna.
Right.
Um, I found that it was like I was like kind of verbally yoked up, but at the same time, I had to take a self-assessment and ask myself, why am I talking to this man like this? What is wrong with me? What is going on with me? Where I feel, first of all, that it's okay to talk to him like that. You know what I mean? I didn't feel any remorse for it at all.
Right.
And, and it's also in front of my daughter and son. Now I'm teaching them how to talk to their spouse and teaching the other one how to receive it.
Right. Facts, teaching them how to repeat the cycle that we seen growing up. And that's another thing, we have to break that. And that's a big important, a big important thing that you just brought up. Because the way you grow up, the way you see things, we carry that too. When we get older, when we get adults, when we get into our home and our house, that's when we think like, oh, okay, such and such used to say this or do this, or I'm supposed to act like, you know what I mean? I'm supposed to be that way. But
Right.
at all, some of that stuff that we were saying, you know, we were supposed to learn to say, okay, I've seen that, and that ain't how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? We gotta chop them cycles. You know what I mean? It's all a building process. But like you said, yeah, that's definitely a cycle that's repeated that constantly jam up relationships. So when people get to them points of they in their 20s or 30s, and it get real rocky, you know, the only real thing is to, like I said, you just gonna stay and rock it out and be miserable for about 30 years, or you just gonna say F it, you know what I mean, and just keep on bringing that same old energy to the next person. You know what I'm saying? So we got to cut them cycles and get them.
Absolutely. So what I did find is that, I was, at that point my father had already passed, so I get to say what I wanted to say. And unfortunately, it was transitioned on to a man that's actually loving me.
Right.
A man that is there for me. He's, doing what he has to do. And that's where I felt that mental health thing came in, because I was not mentally well. I was okay with berating someone that loves me and had no qualms
Right.
about it. So eventually I got out of that cycle,
Yeah.
and I started to value this person, not to say that I didn't value him before, of course, but now, okay, so let me just give you just a quick. We met when I was 18 and he was 19, so we legitimately grew up together. And so I had to switch into another level in our relationship, or a different relationship. That's how I view it. I view we're a series of relationships, throughout the course of time. And so I had to get into a mindset that this is a king. This is my husband. This is a man who who's going to work, or coming home from work and getting stopped by the police because he fit a description, and coming home swinging like Cuba Gooding in Boys in the Hood.
Right.
But I could only be like, well, you forgot to pick up the milk.
Right.
Right.
So I had to really take that out and put anything that went on in my past mentally, or anything that went on in my past emotionally, is not his fault,
This is very true.
but his fault.
Facts. I mean, one of the number one things that we do is past trauma. Either vicariously or whatever the case may be, our past trauma that was given to us from literally our ancestors, we pass them on to our kids. We carry them into all of our relationships, unfortunately. And sometimes we have a very hard time distancing ourselves from that trauma. You know what I mean? Because everybody doesn't really get shown how to break said trauma and deal with said trauma.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like you said, accountability is one of the ways how you break the cycle of that trauma. When you have to take that step back,
Absolutely.
analyze exactly who you are and what you're bringing to the table, and checking yourself like, yo, wait, hold, it's not how this is supposed to go. And really break yourself down. There's one thing I preach to my fiance, when it comes to accountability and being emotionally available. I told her from the rip, if at any time you feel like I'm not giving you what you need, whether it be support, whether it be, backup emotionally, whatever you need from me, you let me know, and I'll literally fix that within myself. And if it ever gets to a point where you're not getting it from me no more, then we can go our separate ways. And that's perfectly fine.
Right.
And
But some people feel trapped.
right.
It's almost like,
Yeah.
Stockholm syndrome.
Like the question.
You know what I mean? Like,
Question. What buddy say? How do you keep yourself distance from a toxic relationship when my heart is telling me otherwise? What do y'all want to go in?
Woof.
that's actually what I was about to go
Yeah, that's
into.
why I
I
said.
didn't even see that
That's why I
question.
said.
Get him.
Let me pull up the question so you can go ahead and. So she's about to. Yeah, she's about to go in.
Definitely. Floor is yours.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to go into, but I kind of forgot what I was going to say. But, but yes, well, gosh, I forgot. I had a really good point. No. What was I going to hold on? Let me look at the question again. I can't. It won't let me do the comments. But
You know, I mean, for me, I can't. I don't know. Because like just like you said, I've been. We all been through that, especially that question right there. And you try to figure out how you just let go. But sometimes you got to distance yourself. You got to take yourself away from that situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's how I was able to get away from the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yeah.
Be able to
Listen,
get away from it.
There
I
you go.
went all the way away, like out of state away. Like, you know what I'm saying? And got
or
all the way right. Like, I'm not even worried about nothing but just me. Like,
right.
you know what I'm saying? All
The
me.
last thing,
All
the
me.
the
Get me
the
right.
fucking last thing that I personally wanted to be in my relationship was toxic, because I watched toxicity destroy every relationship around me. You understand?
Mhm.
And just talked about before, like, how do you distance yourself from it? You have to literally pull yourself away from it. You don't have to be stuck to it. That's the thing. As much as you love somebody, or in love with somebody, in love with their energy, persona, whatever the case may be, or just how y'all feel as a couple, you really got to take a step back and analyze it from a different set of eyes. Like, you have to, and you have to literally keep it a buck with yourself and be like, yo, is this doing me good? Is this serving me? Energy, is this serving me? Mentally, is it serving me? Spiritually, is it hitting every check mark that I needed, like I need for my personal well-being? And if it's not, you got to be strong enough to stand on that shit and back out of it.
Right. It's
Especially
all
if
about
you have
self
kids.
worth. It's all about self-worth. How much do you feel your worth? If you feel that this is the type of behavior, and that's why it came back to me. People, like I say, people feel trapped, and so, but that's because that's what you're used to seeing. Especially if you come in from both people are coming from single family households, or a family that just argues all the time, where the dad is just, or the mom is just, toxic, somebody's toxic, or their whole relationship, both of them are just toxic, and they curse at each other. They do whatever. So that's what you see, and that's what you feel, that's how it's supposed to go.
Mhm.
But what you don't realize is that nobody deserves to be beat down like that. So it really is your self-worth.
Right.
I'm not dealing with it because I'm worth more than this.
Right. Right.
That's what you have to put the value in yourself. You have to know that you are worth more. And that's how you can get out. And if the same reason why you fell in love with that person is not the same person today, then you definitely need to double bounce.
Right.
Because that relationship, you said that relationship no longer serves you, but you have to know you don't deserve this.
Yep.
And that is what is super key in this. I'm worth more than this, and I'm not dealing with this shit. So I'm out.
Facts.
Deuces, people.
And you can't be afraid to back out. I don't care what type of hold the person has on you. I don't care how much of a foundation in history that y'all have. I don't care what kind of persona the other person may have. I don't care. Like, it doesn't matter to me, because your mental health, obviously, your emotional health, your spiritual health is more important than some relationship that's bringing you down.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it all leads back to self-worth and self-love.
Facts.
If you have a lack in either, if you're lacking in either one of those areas, you're going to accept anything, even out of a friend who that will call you anytime they need something. But as soon as you need something, it's not there for you.
Yeah.
But you stay in that friendship.
Right. Nah, hell nah. That's what I just had to do. I had to do a motherfucking toxic motherfucking cutoff, no matter what type of relationship it was. Friendship, relationship, I don't care what it is. Family shit, motherfucker. If you ain't right, you ain't real right, then you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? But
Facts.
Yeah.
That goes for NT and
we almost on our 15-20 minute mark. So if you want to keep it on this, or do you want to switch to the whitewash and the second subject of the night before we get to the 8:50, 8:55 mark? Let me know. That's on that's on y'all. How y'all feel in the comments? We can keep it going. It's however y'all want to do it.
right. I
Yeah.
mean,
I don't
Barack
know if you had any questions on those. Like, you ain't
asked a question. He said, I tried, I blocked them, but they keep coming back. My brother listened to me very closely. You say they keep coming back. They only keep coming back because a piece of you allows them to come back.
right.
You understand? Once you literally understand that you don't need them in order to make you better, or you don't need that for yourself, and you double down on love of self, you will see that you do not need that energy around you. That energy destroys, and it destroys completely. You understand? So you literally have to stand on that. Be strong enough to stand on that and back out, and keep all of that out of your cipher. You have to.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well,
Yep. Energy leechers, and get out, and you'll feel so much better once you free yourself
definitely.
from that
Yeah, I don't got the
toxicity.
other book.
It's all about.
Damn, it's not in here with me. I don't got the other book in here. But yeah, next time, next time. But yeah, the energy thing, yes, definitely, man. Learn how to, you gotta get into yourself, loving self, loving within. You know what I mean? Once you get that, once you start doing that, you won't let nobody that's not right. You know what I mean? Inside your circle, your energy realm, any of that. You know what I'm saying? You'll stop that from the gate. So once you start learning that what you allow is on, you know what I mean? Is like Zito said, is on your moves and you know what I mean? How you go about things. You'll learn how to just cut and stop shit right then and there. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things are
Mhm.
hard, but when you think about it, it's your choice. It's your choice. So when you get up in that morning and you look in that mirror and you brushing them teeth and you washing your face and you looking at that mirror, your choice that day on what's gonna go on and what's gonna plan on how the day gonna go. So if anybody hit you that you know that's not supposed to be even, you know what I mean, connecting with, it's on you to say, okay, I'm not even gonna respond. I'm just gonna hit the block right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Let that be what it is. And
Yep.
then, if it's somebody that's on a more positive, more way that you want, you're gonna converse with, you're gonna talk to, you're gonna build with. Hey, you're gonna be smiling, you're gonna be happy they hit you. You know what I'm saying? That's anybody. It ain't gotta be a relationship. That's friends, families. That you know what I mean. That's how it goes. You got the family that, and you're like, oh man, what the hell? And then you got the family that hit you, like, okay, my fam hit me. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing. The ones that ain't right, you gotta let them know. Like, look, man, you gotta start coming right. It can't be. You know what I mean? It can't be every time you hit me. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to change that. Otherwise, you know what I mean? We gonna have to you know, distance the wave. I got to keep my energy pure. I got to keep myself good. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't good within, nothing on the outside is gonna be good. I don't give a fuck what it look like.
Facts.
Very true. Very
You know
true.
what I mean? So
Somebody in the comments, sometimes people feel stuck and afraid of the next move or chapter or worse, retaliation.
Hmm.
I don't know that's a true fact, but that all still also goes down to self-worth, you know what I'm saying, where you're not worth it. And sometimes you just have to completely cut off to see how you have to find yourself again.
You have to.
That's what's because you have been so attached to somebody else's Tesla charger. You know what I'm saying? That you can't, you can't find a way to use solar power because you so use a Tesla charger.
right,
And so you have to be able to get that love in yourself to know that I'm worth more than this, and you need to learn yourself again. Learn what kind of foods that you like versus the kind of foods that we liked. Learn the kind of TV shows that you like versus the kind of TV shows that we like. And so you have to be able to, and that's really important, not to jump back into another relationship because you have to find yourself and detox yourself from that last relationship.
yeah.
Facts.
That's
Good.
why I said if
That's
you
just my
don't
spin on.
right, if you don't want to bring nothing from your last relationship into another, you don't have to, and you're not supposed to because you're supposed to give yourself that time to figure out what it is and what you want, and then you don't engage with nobody that's not on the same level as you. Don't get in a relationship trying to figure out after 6 years if this is what I want. If you grown and you're an adult, what's up? What you like to do? What you don't like? How we gonna do this? How we gonna work that out? Are we gonna be able to do this? Are we gonna be able to do that? If we can't do none of that, then guess what? Maybe we could be friends, but this relationship, we gonna stop this right here. We ain't even going past day one. Why we not even going through no miserable stages, no none of that? Because we got to be grown now. That's
Mhm.
what comes if you do that from the gate, you cut all that extra shit out. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Any extra shit out. So that's what and that's just things we ain't learned, but that's why we got to learn it now, say it now, teach it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, if you dealing with somebody and like, oh, this just ain't gonna be it. This is not what's up. You know what I'm saying? Then that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And
Right.
then the miserable part, you staying and going back and you know what I mean, answering messages and all that. Now that's on you. Now that's on you. So if you want to bring that on yourself, that's on you. Yeah, that's not gonna be on the person because that person only gonna do what, like you said, what's allowed because they don't know on their end that all they got to do too is say, wait, hold up, this shit ain't working. You know what I'm saying? So you are right. Let me go ahead and get my shit together, and I'm gonna leave from the situation. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, if you don't, you're gonna waste a lot of time. We've all seen it. I'm not gonna say I have seen it. We somewhere in our life we've seen it. You know what I'm saying? We have seen it happen through family relationship. Y'all know the aunts and uncles that been together, or the cousins, or your friends. Y'all done seen it. Y'all seen it happen. You know what I'm saying? We all done seen it. So
Facts. And I'll close out with my 2 cents in terms of, being afraid of retaliation and everything like that. If anybody feels like they have to retaliate after being in a relationship with you, that should make you literally see that that's not love. That's control. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And knowing the difference.
Manipulate.
You feel me? And you still have to make that decision for yourself to back all the way out and do whatever you feel is necessary to back yourself out. You understand? I don't really care what the measure is. Do what you got to do, because your self-worth, as we said before, and you are worth more than all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody gets to dictate that over you. Not one person. And that's all I
And
got.
anybody, Clay, you said close out. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be quiet.
No, you good. I said that was my last 2 cents.
Okay, this is gonna be mine. And anybody who said their heart is still in it, that means you're a dependent on their tax form. You need to file your own taxes, sweetie,
Back.
and stop becoming a dependent. And because you are completely dependent on that love, and it's time for you to go ahead and start filing your 2021 taxes now. Get it together, get your receipts and all that together now.
Right.
It's time for you to file your own tax form, and that's really what it is. You stop being dependent on that love, because that's exactly what your heart is doing. It's dependent on whatever it is that person was given to you, even though it was a bag of shit.
Facts.
100. Facts.
And if you're in love with the fantasy over the relationship, to respond to this comment down at the bottom, if you don't know the difference between fact versus fiction or fantasy versus real life, that screams more about you than the person.
Right.
Check yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Hold yourself accountable.
Yeah, you got to get about. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you can only be so goddamn deep into the matrix. So you know what I'm saying? Like goddamn Cinderella, them stories. If that shit was happening, everybody would be happy and moving around and lively. You know what I mean? All good over the place. So yeah, y'all got to get that fantasy and rules and shit. Y'all got to scrap all that. Y'all got to scrap that. Like I said,
They wouldn't.
you got to be within, real within. If you real within, like I said, nothing on the outside can change. You know what I mean? Your view on things, because you know what's up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the
Call fairy tales for a reason.
Facts.
yes, exactly. Get rid of all that. Like, put those up. That's why I tell my
Facts.
now at 3 and 5, I'll let them know between this is fake and this is real. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going on. This is something, and they want you to. We on that's entertainment for us. You know, this is what's really happening. This is what's really happening. That's not at 15 and 15-year-old telling them real. Oh, now you got to do this. You got to hit. You got to get. Half of us is taking back. You're fucking 17 years old, and your mom and dad talk about, well, yeah, it's time for you to right. You know what I'm saying? And you like, well, to get ready for college, all this, and then you up out of there, then you want to explain it from the get older. The fairy tale is just entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and they know it's real from the gate. So that's 100. The fairy tale shit, I was talking about all of it, through the cartoons, through all that. So it's not just, you know what I mean, one person. That shit was fed all that. In 12 thought we were gonna have that, and you know what I mean, and you know what I'm saying, y'all thought y'all was gonna have whoever the goddamn, you know what I mean, the boy figure. Then you grow up to realize bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? Not what ain't nothing what they were saying. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah, very true. Very true. All right, John, I don't want to hold y'all up.
All right, now.
I'm gonna be at it.
It was lovely.
You know, it was good coming through always. Anytime I said this is the open podcast, open joint. So you know, whoever want to come, you know, talk about
Yeah.
it.
Thank you guys for having me. I don't want to hog the show.
So,
Let somebody else get a turn.
Right.
if they want to jump in, that's cool. If not, this one has been a fiery, nice one. It's fiery. It's just been a nice. So what we will make the next one is, since we about 10 minutes into that we can post it on YouTube, we can post it on the i, we can post it on the Facebook and all that. So we're probably one of the songs and stuff. And then on the next podcast will be whitewashing and on the Black community, Black society.
Oh, you know I'm here for that.
So
You know.
And I had my things ready, so good thing we didn't get into that because it just wouldn't have been enough time. So next Sunday, like I said, 50-50 on this podcast because it's a beautiful podcast for everybody. I don't like to bring my full self on here because I do my own YouTubes. I do have a platform that's for me and for what I'm about, and that's a different me than what you'll see right here on the Universal Podcast. So even when we do come next Sunday for whitewashing, I will be at 50% value. I'm not going to come fully crazy. So we're going to spice it up a little bit. I am going to bring a few pointers as always. But
yeah, I am too. I'm going. I'm going to be in the comments. I'm going to join.
So everybody get ready.
Show up.
Show up. Everybody show up. I don't care. White, black, Spanish. If you ain't from here, if you came on a UFO joint, jump in, jump on. Let us know what's up. I want to get in on that. So start doing your whatever right now. Do a little YouTube. You got to go do a little researching to know what this subject is. Know what you're going to hear. But you might not want to be on. Now, like I said, I am going to be at 50%. I ain't going to be but you might not want to be on, and that's cool too. Like I said, it's your subject. Every subject is not going to be for everybody.
But when it comes to this here, when it comes to these topics, I'm not pulling no fucking punches.
Okay.
We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Like everybody, bring your smoke, bring whatever you feel you want to bring.
I have my wine. I got my water this time, but I have my wine next Sunday.
Okay, yeah, gotta have you a good something about it, yeah, because it gets loose, it gets real, yeah. The talk gets real serious, and if you can't take it, you know what I'm saying. The thing that I want people to listen to me, like this is mine. Sorry, I'm used to my page. Sorry, guys. The thing that's so important is they're facts. It's not like nobody's here to. It's just straight facts. That's what it really is. And it's understanding that they're facts and not.
That's all I deal with is facts. And this book right here, this was written by one of the greatest Caucasian scholars in the 1806. So this outdates any damn near thing talking about any of this stuff we're about to get on right now. The pointers, the official dates, the official thing in here is crazy. But next Sunday we're gonna get in there. We're gonna go on too crazy because I do got some different things coming too from different videos and YouTube and stuff like that on the subject. We're gonna get ready to go in. I don't know what we went out on last time though. That page on Mars this time. And anything for the people, for the family that tuned in and jumped in, definitely appreciate the love, all peace and love, family. Y'all stay up. Get ready for that Sunday. Whitewashing. Jump in comments, jump in on the stream, say what you gotta say, talk about it. Remember, we're not attacking nobody, going at nobody. So even though it is gonna be a crazy subject, we're not gonna be in here pointing. We're just gonna drop some facts and we're just gonna talk about some things that's going on.
That's But don't come on no you come on some bullshit. I'm like, yo,
Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna be at 50. But if you want to come with something extra, I can make it a couple volcanoes go off. If you want some lava, but we're gonna keep it at some nice good sun out there. We just gonna bathe in the sun. We're gonna get a crispy,
Vitamin D. I'll be there in the comments, guys. Thanks again. I don't know how to turn myself off. I've been trying to look for the button, but it won't let me turn off.
right there.
So bye.
All right.
All right. Zito, you got anything?
Nah.
Bye.
I mean, I'm extremely grateful for everybody, in the comments and, who decided to go live with us and everything like that. Like, I'm beyond grateful for that. That's what's up. That's what this is all about. That's what this platform is all about bringing everybody together. It's not just a black thing, it's not a white thing, Latin thing. This is about the people.
Right.
It's about getting righteous. Righteousness knows no color, and we know the shit. Right. You understand? So that's all about. I'm with it. I love it. I appreciate all of y'all. We gonna talk about it. You know the shit. You know the vibe. This is coming. That's why we always hop on each other's like, bro, this shit is gonna be so spicy.
Yeah,
oh, it's gonna be spicy.
But Sunday is on. It's gonna be wild. Sunday is going down, man. We talking about whitewashing. The effect on the black people, black society is going down. Like I said, thanks for tuning in. Everybody that tuned in, always love. Zito. Good.
Oh. I ain't got nothing left but to say just see y'all next Sunday. I don't know what we gonna go out to tonight.
Waves on Mars.
There you go.
Let's go, family.
They said they out there and got pictures from Mars. I doubt it.
You know I surf the wave, so you already know what it do. I put the goddess in you, so you know I've been feeling you too. I'm rolling with a few kings, I know you rolling with some queens too. So let's head to the spot. Black woman is God. Going out on the black woman. A split, no liquor. I kiss them bottom lips, make them hips rock. This is rated R, not TikTok. We'll keep going when the beat stop. And you can check my time like a gym watch. I love the way it tastes, Miss Butterscotch. And you can ride it slow like you doing squats. I love my frosted missy cherry. Love you so, you already know. Wave riding. It's like a volcano that I slide in. I've been rocking boats, Poseidon. I put the flames out, fireman. Swinging all in the jungle, Tarzan. This is real ecstasy. Appreciate it, my boy, you already know. Me to another land. I'll treat you like a goddess from the motherland. You know what's up the wave, so you already know what it do. I pick the goddess in you, so you know I've been feeling you too. I'm rolling with a few kings. I know you're rolling with some queens too. So let's head to the spot, and you already know what it do.
Always rocking.
The bells, my tongue twists, I have her floating like she doing spells. Backstroking in the ocean, yeah, I do it well. She love it from the way she want it, only time to tell. She ain't loaded, she exploding, she dropping atoms. I know the real Eve, I don't know Adam. But we first like we run Phantom. She yelling MC while I'm going hammer. And I'ma work the middle like an island mine. Her hands in my pants cause she wantin' some. She kissing me, she sucking while I roll my blunt. I'm high and I'm floating while I'm in the guts. And this is making love with the God. I come to pussy down with the crowd. Of course, queen, so always. Love in the cloud. You coming while I'm burning down a pound. You know I surf the wave, so you already know what it do. I think I see you, so you know I've been feeling you too. With a few kings. Thanks for locking fam. Y'all locking in fam. Y'all already know what it is. Peace and love always. The Give Righteous Podcast. Zito Cuz family. You already know what it is. I'm about to lock it up.
Oh, it's all about that gang.
Already. I'm about to lock it up so we can load it up and you can grab that, load it up to the YouTube and do everything you need to do. You already know. Until next time. Peace.
Everything I wanted, I prayed for it.